Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. TIMA members provide much-needed medical services to Ruifang residents through free clinics and house calls. A group of nurses from Thailand visited Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital to learn about its interdepartment communication system. Tzu Chi volunteers in Malaysia celebrate Parents' Day with seniors whom they have cared for the past decade. On Bohol Island in the Philippines, there are hundreds of impoverished people without access to eye doctors. If someone suffers from eyesight problems, they will be unable to work. The Tzu Chi Philippines chapter recently held a free eye clinic to help some of the residents regain their sight and recover their livelihoods.
After losing sight in both eyes, Virgilio has been forced to leave his work in agriculture. Along with his eyesight, his world has also turned black.
After my brother lost his sight, it had a huge impact on our family. It was because he was the only economic support that we had.
Several years ago, Virgilio and Melodia's father died of dengue fever. Melodia has also been physically weak since she gave birth, and is therefore unable to work. The care of both his mother and sister rests on Virgilio's shoulders.
I hope I can receive the treatment and regain my vision. I'm extremely hopeful that I will be able to see again. That's the only way I'll be able to go back to work.
This is Annabelle, who takes care of her blind mother. However, Annabelle actually suffers from cataracts herself and cannot see clearly. These days, she can only grope in the darkness as she tries her best to take care of her mother and her home.
Sometimes I run into my mom and she'll get angry, but what can we do? Neither of us can really see.
Thankfully, Tzu Chi Free Eye Clinic will be able to offer treatment to these two residents who are suffering. They are nervous but hopeful as they prepare for the procedure. After the surgery is complete, they are both able to walk home on their own.
Being able to see again is wonderful. It means so much to me. Now I'll be able to care for my parents.
Annabelle has once again regained her confidence, smiling as she leaves the hospital. Now that these residents can move on with their lives, they are full of gratitude for the help from Tzu Chi.
Recently, TIMA Northern Taiwan chapter offered a free clinic at Ruifang Elementary School, which offer consultations in 10 different medical fields. Also, TIMA doctors in nearby Keelung hit the road to make home visits, delivering quality medical care to elderly patients who are unable to seek medical care on their own.
The home care visits begin with a procession of 7 groups with nearly 60 medical volunteers total. The volunteers split up and head down separate roads and alleys, often climbing uphill to reach the homes of care recipients. This group finally reaches the home of 80-year-old Grandma Jan, whose mental condition and eyesight have been deteriorating in recent years. Until last year, she was being cared for by her daughter, but the mother's diabetes, insomnia, and depression caused too much stress for her daughter to handle the regular care.
在老人家他脑力退化的过程当中，有时候是他在脑力退化的过程当中会出现一些情绪没有那么稳定的状况。就表示他就不看电视，什么都说什么都不愿意。是。
A doctor of psychiatry and medicine, Li Jiafu, is a veteran of home care visits like this one. He offers careful assessments and expert medical advice, as well as a caring heart to meet the needs of his patients.
If she's been laid up in the bed for so long, any phlebotomization procedure at the hospital is going to be difficult. So when we come to their home, we want to offer information and advice about long-term care.
可以去亲自到家里面往诊支援。
The 7 different home care groups treat about 40 cases altogether. Most of the care recipients face mobility issues and are often disadvantaged and living alone. Many are in need but unable to seek out care on their own. TIMA organizes these home care missions to bring quality care directly to them.
When we care for recipients, we also want to look out for their family and their economic situation. When we recognize the current state of society, we can understand the need of the Tzu Chi spirit. The spirit of great love inspires our service to others at the hospital.
In addition to the home care visits, a standard medical clinic was also held at Ruifang Elementary School, which offered physicians in 10 different medical fields, including obstetrics, dentistry, and Chinese medicine. Over 50 doctors and nursing staff were on hand to offer care to the local community.
As we mentioned previously, TIMA members hold regular free clinics in Ruifang. They also made house calls for those who cannot attend a free clinic on their own.
TIMA members have come to Ruifang in New Taipei City to hold a free clinic. This senior suffers from mental illness and broke a leg. It is difficult for the doctor to communicate with her and check her health condition.
We need to encourage her to receive treatment because she has eye problems and high blood pressure, but she didn't go to a doctor. Also, she didn't take the medicine for mental illness. We should continue to care for her.
The volunteers also set up a free clinic service station for local residents at Ruifang Elementary School.
I feel their kindness. The doctors are very professional. They are helpful for us.
I'd like to express my gratitude to Tzu Chi medical team. They brought us hundreds of medical staff, as well as the volunteer team to Ruifang, to check on local residents' health conditions.
As TIMA volunteers care for the local residents in Ruifang with sincerity and compassion, they also bring them warmth.
In Taiwan, members of the Nurses Association of Thailand recently visited Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital to learn about its interdepartment communication system. In addition, the visiting medical professionals learned about Tzu Chi's medical culture through a tour of the hospital building. Let's join them there.
At Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital, the nurse is introducing the hospital's information protection system to the visiting members of the Nurses Association of Thailand. This system facilitates communication between different medical teams.
Here we present some important information for the medical team, such as the medical treatment, extra notes, health history, medication, and safety warnings.
Then, the nurses from Thailand visit the wards to learn about the application of mobile information system in the hospital. Among the facilities, an electronic whiteboard is used to integrate and check patients' information. In addition, by scanning the barcode assigned to each patient, the nurses can simplify their work when giving out medicines, collecting specimens, and transfusing blood.
All the personnel in this hospital are really understand the principle and the philosophy of the hospital and really integrated in their professional practice, give care to the patients.
In addition, the visitors learn about Tzu Chi's medical culture through a tour of the hospital building. From this visit, they are inspired by Tzu Chi Hospital's spirit of safeguarding the patients with love and compassion.
Also in Taiwan, as Tzu Chi celebrates its 50th anniversary, the Tzu Chi双和 Liaison Office is also celebrating its 20th year by holding an exhibition starting early July. In preparation, volunteers are working hard to set up the exhibition site, paying attention to details which include the use of wooden planks and electrical wiring. To extend the life of this Chinese fir wood, the senior carpenter He Kangshen is heating up the planks to bring out the grain and increase its durability.
To extend its life, you need to increase its durability. After heating it up, we bring out the grain, which makes it more durable.
He has designed the planks at the exhibition site to be adjustable so they can be reused in the future. Even the wooden cases are hung without damaging the walls.
I added a hook to the back of the plank and another one to the wall, so you can take it off without causing damage.
To celebrate the 50th anniversary of Tzu Chi, as well as the 20th anniversary of the Tzu Chi双和Liaison Office, the volunteers are organizing an exhibition that will run for a year. Every day since the beginning of June, more than 10 volunteers have been coming to help set up the site.
Since it is our first time doing this, we do our best according to the brothers' instructions. We have to do our best installing the electrical wiring because we need to consider safety issues.
The volunteers will also display a Tzu Chi train at the exhibition to remind everyone of how people traveled to learn about Tzu Chi in its early days, presenting a memorable learning experience to the exhibition goers. In Malaysia, a Tzu Chi care recipient who suffered from diabetes and kidney disease passed away, leaving his wife to single-handedly care for their 3 children. On Father's Day, the children served tea to their mother to express their deepest gratitude for her hard work in supporting the family.
When they sell the recyclables, the money they get can be used to help poor people or people who need dialysis.
Sun Yong-kun had kidney disease, but he knew collecting the recyclables could indirectly help dialysis patients, so he did his best to recycle. Sun Yong-kun passed away before his 3 children grew up. Fortunately, Tzu Chi volunteers continue to help this family. Sun's eldest daughter is preparing to cook lunch after she came home from school to share the household chores.
Every time he was hospitalized, nothing seemed wrong. Sometimes he'd be hospitalized for a few days, and then he'd leave the hospital. I thought this time he'd leave the hospital soon. If he was still alive, I wouldn't complain he was noisy.
100 days after Sun Yong-kun passed away, Tzu Chi volunteers go with the family to pray to him. The 12-year-old son recalls how he helped care for his father.
爸爸是自己上轮椅还是推上？他这样大只这样重，会很辛苦。有合适，不辛苦。
The second daughter is concerned about their mother's condition.
以前那阵就生病啊，叫他去啊，不要去。阿姨也叫他去啊。他一个人要跟照顾你们，又要赚钱什么，他也很辛苦。你有什么东西想要跟他讲？好啊，谢谢。
They'll shed tears before going to sleep. They'll say, "Mom, Dad likes to eat papayas, so let's bring him some papayas when we pray." They will also say they're feeling sad.
兄弟都很齐心啊，大家都可以分工合作，把
The kids work together to share the housework. They prepare the items their mother will sell the next day and clean up their home.
甚至会把家里打扫咯。
The third Saturday in June is Father's Day, and the 3 children serve tea to their mother on this occasion. It is because their mother is also their father now, so the children want to express their love and gratitude to their mother.
Also in Malaysia, for over a decade, Tzu Chi volunteers have been regularly paying visits to a local nursing home, which is located on the riverside of Klang River. To show their love for the residents, the volunteers invited children to join them and celebrated Parents' Day there.
Tzu Chi volunteers are visiting Tian Yen Tongten Old Folks Home to celebrate the Parents' Day for the residents. The seniors are happy as kids offer tea and flowers.
We have been paying continuous visits here for over a decade. We hope to treat the seniors like our family, so we come here to host a tea ceremony to make them happy.
As soon as the Tzu Chi volunteers step into the nursing home, the first thing they do is to ask about the seniors' health condition. This brings the elderly happiness and encourages them to help those in need.
I will donate the money to those in need within my means. This is my way to show kindness.
The act of giving should be done by everyone. Giving these seniors some chances to help others makes them happy.
Every year, volunteers will always be there to celebrate important holidays with the seniors at the nursing home.
Tzu Chi volunteers treat us with sincerity. They are just like our children.
No one celebrates Mother's Day or Parents' Day with me. I feel appreciated since city volunteers come here to celebrate important days for us.
Having been caring for the seniors for years, Tzu Chi volunteers interact with the seniors just like their family. They also bring love and care to these residents on Parents' Day to express their gratitude.
In Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteers in Batu Pahat recently visited a few campuses to promote conservation. They made students realize the importance of sorting recyclables through dramas or activities. After learning lessons from these activities, the students will be able to do well on recycling in the future. Let's take a look.
Let's save the earth. Tzu Chi volunteers are expressing concern for Mother Earth. These elementary school students are learning how to cherish goods by recycling and reusing.
We should not litter. Instead, we should pick up the litter from the ground and throw it into the trash can, just in case the animals may mistake it for food.
With the help of volunteers from Siriban, teachers and students at this school will no longer lack knowledge and information about recycling.
Actually, the last day of each semester is set aside for recycling. However, the results were ineffective in the past because we were poor in the knowledge of it. After Tzu Chi volunteers taught us how to do recycling in an interesting way, all of us can finally understand the right way to do it.
Tzu Chi volunteers from Batu Pahat are promoting the act of recycling with a drama.
It is good to promote recycling through a drama. Students can easily understand how to do recycling after watching the sketch. It grabbed their attention.
These students and teachers were taught to start being green from small acts and then take action to complete this mission. In this way, it will be possible to save the earth in time.
In 2014, the east coast of Malaysia was struck by a devastating flood, which affected many villages in Kelantan. Tzu Chi volunteers have been providing disaster relief and prefabricated homes for the affected residents. In addition, a woman in Karagan village donated a plot of empty land next to her home to serve as a recycling point. Let's take a look.
In two villages in Kelantan, Tzu Chi volunteers are promoting the importance of recycling to local residents who eagerly participated in these activities. In 2014, the east coast of Malaysia experienced a serious flooding and Kelantan became a disaster area. Tzu Chi volunteers have continuously been providing disaster relief efforts and long-term assistance for local residents. They provided nearly 200 prefabricated homes throughout 14 villages in Kuala Krai. Volunteers also regularly travel to these villages to care for the residents.
We encourage everyone to deposit money into Coinbase for donation, and then we can use the money to help those in need.
After learning about Tzu Chi's commitment to the environment, a local woman, Rohana binti Saman, living in Karagan village, stopped burning her trash. Instead, she has donated a plot of empty land next to her home as a recycling station.
I've learned to recycle from Tzu Chi volunteers. They told us that too much trash may cause flooding, so they encouraged us to practice recycling. Then I promoted this idea to my family and neighbors. Now the recyclables in the village is increasing. More than 40 residents in this village have joined us.
After Tzu Chi's assistance in the disaster area, the residents have finally gotten back on their feet. Now these villages are filled with love, and the residents have learned about the joy of helping others.
In China, Tzu Chi volunteers have been caring for children in different communities. In Shenzhen, local volunteers regularly visit a rehabilitation center for children with special needs. Meanwhile, in Suzhou, Tzu Chi has been working with the local education bureau to provide health screening for more than 100,000 children of migrant workers over the past 3 months. Since March of this year, more than 100,000 migrant workers' children have taken turns to go through health checkups at the Tzu Chi Suzhou grounds. The medical staff measure their weight and height in addition to checking their eyes and teeth.
We learned about protecting our teeth and our eyes.
The staff are passionate and everyone has smiles on their faces.
Tzu Chi is working together with the local education bureau to carry out a project named Love of Yellow Yi to care for migrant workers' children. Not only do they provide health checkups, they also help the children learn spiritually. At this session, the teacher is examining paintings done by students.
In this painting, he said he learned to cherish food and blessings. He realized that he should help his mother wash her feet and sweep the floor.
More than 10,000 volunteers were mobilized over the past 3 months. Among them, many doctors took the initiative to come serve.
I can really help others with my knowledge. So there's a saying that as we give others roses, we also smell the fragrance. This is absolutely right.
Meanwhile, in Shenzhen, Tzu Chi volunteers regularly visit a rehabilitation center for children with special needs. This time, the children have expressed their gratitude despite their limited ability to communicate.
This is a beautiful woman. It is me. Really, it is me. Is it for me? Did you draw it?
Accompany the children as they draw and read. The adults' sincere love for the children has been felt by the kids here.
Tzu Chi aunt is talking with you. Are you happy today? You are.
With love and care, the volunteers will continue to be by the side of these children to help them grow and learn. In China, Tzu Chi volunteers in Beijing and Tianjin recently visited nursing homes in their communities to share some vitality and joy with the seniors. While some of the volunteers remarked that they felt grateful for having the opportunity to accompany the seniors, others thought the visit reminded them of their own parents who passed away. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for joining us. See you next week.